Who would have guessed I would have been brushing my teeth in the middle of the woods? Not me. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, stick around, you might see something you like. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Also, let those new kids know where the subscribe button is. I think they need a little help. Today I'm going to be reviewing Bite Toothpaste Tabs. It is a zero plastic company. So even in the packaging it came in, which I don't have now, I got it like forever ago. My boyfriend got it for me for my birthday. It comes in like a little cardboard envelope, literally zero plastic. There wasn't any plastic when I was like unwrapping it or anything, so they really are true to that virtue, which is pretty impressive for companies because plastic is such a convenience item that they just wrap it and go. And it, like, some people use it for like sanitary reasons to keep things sealed, but Bite does a really good job of not touching plastic. Since it's also plastic free July, I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to show you guys what Bite is all about, and obviously my experience and just my honest review and opinions of the toothpaste tabs. Now, I'm not doing a full brand review of Bite itself, like their sustainability concepts. If you guys like these sustainable brand reviews, go ahead and like this video really quickly. Leave a comment down below of any other companies you want me to review. I did Blue Land not that long ago. I did a really intense review of Blue Land, and then I'm gonna do Bite today. I only did the toothpaste tabs though, and I know they just recently came out with tooth whitening. So if you guys want me to check that out, let me know down below in the comments. But as for right now, we're just talking about the toothpaste tabs and what I thought about them. Is it worth it? Is it something I can get used to or you get used to? We'll see. But what exactly is it? They're toothpaste tabs that you chew up and then brush your teeth with. I mean, what do you want? It's a pretty interesting concept and something I really hadn't heard of before. They're like a few years old. I tried it out for a week straight and then obviously kept using it afterwards because this whole thing is empty. So I did kind of like it. But as far as my week of using Bite, I thought, first of all, my first impression was that it was fucking weird. I was like, this is not paste, which is obviously not, it's tooth tabs. Bite tooth tabs. Ignore the construction. I can't do anything about it. It feels so loud. It says to bite and then brush, so it's pretty self-explanatory. I feel weird about it, but we'll try it. Okay, I'm done. First impression, feels like you're brushing your teeth with an Altoid, which is like kind of really accurate because you bite it and it literally tastes like an Altoid. So my breath feels fresh. I do feel clean. Feels actually really clean, like really slick, you know, and like your teeth are like freshly brushed or flossed, or like when you leave the dentist or the dental hygienist. Yeah, when's the last time you did that? Yeah, these are my teeth. I feel pretty good about it. So we'll just keep going throughout the week and see if like I notice that it gives me like bad breath or I have like plaque buildup or anything, or if it doesn't actually clean, or maybe if it even like has whitening benefits. We'll see. My very first time using it, I was a little apprehensive. Overall, the experience was different. It's definitely something, if you normally use toothpaste, which I'm pretty sure we all do, getting used to the tooth tabs might take a little bit of like an adjustment period for you. Even after like a week, I still just like the texture just was not my favorite. It's something that like you really have to like condition and train yourself to like get out of the habit of using fucking toothpaste. Round two. I'm kind of noticing that when I put the tablet in my mouth and I bite it, I immediately like salivate a whole bunch, and I think it's like a cool technique, I guess, that Bite uses. Maybe like that's not even intentional, but it definitely is something. I also like how foamy it is, and like that's really reminiscent of just regular toothpaste, which I think once you're in that kind of like conditioning of the texture and like you're just been used to that all your entire life, that they did right by sticking with the foam, because I feel like people wouldn't think their teeth are getting as clean, if that makes sense. Those are my final summations on day one. All right, it's day two of trying out the Bite toothpaste tabs, and here we go. Okay. So I'm kind of starting to realize that the grittiness is not my favorite in the very beginning, but it very quickly goes away and like dissolves as you start to brush your teeth. But that's just something I like kind of make a face about in the beginning. It's just, you know, not for me, but it goes away quick enough that it doesn't actually really bother me. It's just that initial kind of like texture to get used to. You bite it and it just kind of crumbles, but it doesn't get like dusty necessarily. You do have to like bite it up so it doesn't get chunky, because if you don't bite it down all the way and you leave little chunks, it's not gonna dissolve, because it's only like your toothbrush that's wet, so it's not like any other water is coming in other than like your saliva, and it's gonna break it down. Day 4, pretty sure. Since this is like the halfway point of the week, I'm gonna do like another tooth check, so I feel clean, which is good. I don't think there's any whitening benefits. I know charcoal like kind of is supposed to be like a natural whitener, but I don't really see that with this, so that's fine. I wasn't really expecting it anyway. I also just tried to only do like one big bite and then brush. Don't think that works because you'll still have like chunks of bite in your teeth. So you do have to kind of like chew a tiny bit, like 5 chews maybe, and then you can really get the foam brushy going, which, fair. Ugh. That's the update. So if you don't chew it down enough, you will just have like chunks of toothpaste tab. So you have to like kind of really chew it, which is just unpleasant. It's not like a chomp chomp and then go. You really do have to like get a little bit of work in there, because you don't want it to be bitty. You want it to be completely like fine, and then like the water just do the job. That is probably the biggest thing for me to like get used to, is biting and chewing instead of just like pasting and go. It's very different. It does activate like your saliva when you bite it, because like obviously your body thinks you're probably eating food or a mint or gum or something like that, so then you just like automatically salivate. Saliva is actually a really good natural kind of like coating for your teeth. My mom's a dental hygienist, so I know a decent bit about teeth. Saliva does act kind of like as a natural barrier against like bacteria and things, so the fact that bite kind of uses your body's biology and chemistry and mechanisms to fuel the way the product works, I think is actually a very interesting point. I don't even know if it's like intentional, but that is how it works. When I was camping, it was really cool because I didn't even need to wet my toothbrush. Like I just was salivating enough, I guess. We're camping. I decided to put Bite to the test without water. We'll see how it goes. It says like part of the instructions are to wet the toothbrush. So some trick you can do is just keep it in your mouth and get your toothbrush wet, because when you have something in your mouth here, it creates saliva. Okay, my toothbrush is wet. I'm gonna bite this now. Which I have said that this makes me like salivate every time I bite down on it. So I think it's gonna do it again, and I think it's gonna be fine. Can I get a few chews in? There we go. Well, so close to the ground, like, I kind of love it. Check out my camping vlog. I think you can use Bite without water. And that's it. Good night, guys. Be able to brush my teeth without using any water, and that was actually really cool because now I know just exactly how portable this stuff is. Hey guys, day 5 of Bite. We have a camp shower set up, so actually I'm gonna be able to use some water to wet my toothbrush today.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
You're getting wet.
Who would have guessed I would have been brushing my teeth in the middle of the woods? Not me. My teeth do feel pretty clean still, like even with or without water, and tooth check. Yeah, Bite's been doing amazing so far. I'm really pleased with the results, so it's really exciting. After last night I woke up and I felt like my teeth were still clean, which I think is something pretty important from a toothpaste, like regardless of what kind it is, you want to wake up with like fresher breath in the morning. Mission accomplished. I'm feeling pretty good about Bite, you know? That also brings me to my next point. Traveling with tooth tabs is probably going to be so much easier because first of all, you don't need to have like a big tube that you need to get a travel size of. You can just take your solid thing with you because when you're flying, obviously you have like a liquid limit, but Bite is solid and it comes like in a little glass case, so you should be completely fine traveling. You don't have to worry about anything getting squished and spilled everywhere. You also don't have to worry about getting the very last bit of it out of the tube, and you also don't have to fucking worry about a tube in the first place. Bite day 6, here we go. All done. Woo! Tooth check. Alright guys, it is day 7 of this Bite journey. I've been skipping nights because I haven't been brushing my teeth, so I will reflect on that while I brush my teeth. I'll check in tonight for the final night of brushing with Bite, and I will give you my final summation of what I think of toothpaste tabs and Bite in general. I think Bite is amazing for traveling. If you're a traveler and into that kind of thing and maybe like always on the go, I think Bite would be really cool to have with you. You can even keep this like in your purse with like a little tiny toothbrush if you're that kind of person. I know some people that literally brush their teeth like after eating anything. If you're one of those, this is probably for you. They also have a few different flavors. They have activated charcoal, they have berry, and they have mint. I use the activated charcoal one, which is still like a minty flavor, so don't be kind of thrown off by that. I would either do mint or activated charcoal because I do like the classic minty refreshingness of toothpaste. I'm really not trying to get any sort of flavors out of my toothpaste. I just don't need that kind of experience in the morning and night. So those are all kind of like the inner workings of Bite. But does it work? A lot of people are so afraid of using like natural things because they think they're funky or they're gonna smell rank or it's just not gonna last, not gonna work, which I can understand because natural deodorant does have a really bad rap for that kind of thing. People just smelling like complete booty after like 10 minutes in the sun and out in the heat. I completely understand, but with Bite, I will say it does the job. It does keep your breath fresh. You will even like wake up in the morning and like still feel clean, which sometimes I don't even get from regular toothpaste that claims like max fresh breath. I think those super minty ones are actually like fake or something. They really don't do the job. But Bite does. I wake up in the morning, I feel clean, I feel fresh. I don't feel like I have disgusting morning breath. I mean, I'm sure like a little bit, but nothing that's like, ew, this doesn't work, I'm never using it again. Like, it actually makes me feel clean and like my oral hygiene is being kept. So I do think it works. Now, does it offer any whitening benefits along with your breath freshening and cleaning? No, absolutely not. I did kind of like keep an eye out for that over time. I was like, am I gonna have whiter teeth because this is the activated charcoal toothpaste? But overall, no, I wouldn't rely on this kind of toothpaste to be a whitening toothpaste. I would just stick with like other whitening strips or whatever else you're using to do that because I don't think this delivers any sort of extra benefit like that. It would be really cool if it did, but it doesn't, just letting you know, being honest. Now let's talk pricing. So a trial size, which comes with 62 bits, which is a month's worth, is $12. But where they kind of get you is that they have a subscribe option where you can save 38%. So that's a lot, actually. So that's kind of where the gimmick is, really, is like you can try it, and if you like it, then you can subscribe and like really save. But also that thing is you're gonna be subscribed for like a long time. They're gonna be taking a lot of money eventually. And I looked on Amazon to look at Colgate, and a 6-pack of Colgate fluoride, just regular toothpaste, is $7.92. So I can completely see where the appeal is for just to keep buying regular plastic tube toothpaste over the Bite bits. The full containers come with 248 bits, and that's where you can subscribe and save the 38% that they do offer. Obviously they have like email signups and like other little discounts hidden kind of here and there, so maybe it'll be different when you check and see. So overall, Bite is a pretty expensive option in comparison to normal traditional toothpaste. Is it worth it to be plastic free though? That's where the question really lies. It really depends how much of your lifestyle you're trying to save and turn away from plastic, because a lot of our personal care and oral hygiene and just bathroom and beauty, kind of that area, produces so much trash. You just have to think, is it worth it to you? Are you just going to keep recycling those plastic tubes? Can you even recycle those plastic tubes? I know Colgate has like a new take back program, but at the same time, you shouldn't be, it's so hard because like supporting that industry, that's still what you're doing when you are buying those things and still recycling. Whereas we just need to cut out plastic in general and not just think like recycling is the answer, because it's not. It's really not. Really, it's up to you. If you like Bite, if you like that kind of different experience where you do bite down and then brush, maybe it is worth subscribing for you, or maybe you just like can't afford that right now and maybe you'll just ask for another trial size for your birthday or Christmas or something. Personally, I really do like Bite. Do I think I'm gonna subscribe and save? I don't think at the moment, no. I'm going to use what I have first and then evaluate and see, is it worth it for me to not be plastic free that badly? But as of right now, I can't really tell where I'm leaning, because to be honest, I do like the traditional way of using toothpaste. Bite is fun, it's new, it's a different way to experience brushing your teeth in the morning, but at the same time, it's not something that I'm crazy about. Honestly, I think if they sold Bite like in stores and maybe even for like a little bit cheaper, it would be a really hot topic. But because it is kind of expensive and you do have to do like a whole subscription service, which people are a little bit sketchy about, I just don't think that they're going to be a huge thing as of right now. Maybe once like being a new company kind of like wears off and they are making like a lot more income that they can like pour it back into the company and like cheapen prices, I do think that would make a huge difference for them, because right now the competition just gets them at price. Like that's what it boils down to, is price. I mean, everything else about Bite is beautiful, it's lovely, the aesthetic is great, it's clean, it's mwah. But at the same time, it's just not worth it to some people, to a lot of people actually. And that's where we also have to dissect privilege in the sustainability and environmentalism movement. Is a lot of people like myself might be touting, oh, get Bite because it's plastic free, but like they don't tell you it's fucking $12 for just 60, like for a month's worth. Like that's not a lot compared to a tube of toothpaste, which might last you like 2.5 to 3 months, you know? So I'm checking my privilege right now. Like, yes, this was a gift, but at the same time, I might be in a point where I will buy, like continually buy Bite toothpaste, and like that might be a good option for me, but it might not be a good option for everyone else, and I shouldn't shame people for having plastic tubes of toothpaste. Overall, my thoughts about Bite: I enjoy it, I think it's a fun experience. Am I gonna switch up my whole routine? Not at this moment, probably not. I'm definitely gonna use the plastic toothpaste tubes that I have now and then see, but it also is a little bit more expensive and it doesn't offer like a ton of benefits to your toothpaste regime, so I just don't think it's personally for me, and it might not be for everyone. If they made it a little bit cheaper and a little bit more accessible in stores, I might change my mind, but as of right now, I just can't see myself fully 100% backing it. This is just an issue with the sustainability movement. You have these great alternatives like Bite, but then you just don't make them accessible by giving someone a month worth of toothpaste for $12. It doesn't really equal out in my eyes. I think if they can make it cheaper, accessible, then we can talk. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want more sort of like sustainable brand reviews where I lie on that kind of spectrum of like, okay, it's sustainable, but it's accessible, where is it on the triple bottom line, we'll talk about it. Let me know down below. Like this video if you like this review, if you thought Bite is an interesting company you might check out, all those good things. Don't forget to subscribe. I try to upload every Wednesday and or Friday. As of right now, I'm almost out of summer school. I literally have one more day left and then I'm done, so content might be a little bit more uppity here and there. Also check me out on Instagram. I will have it linked below. I'm at ElisePore, no underscore. I got rid of her. You can also check me out on Depop at that same handle. I hope you stay safe, stay well, give love, give light. You're worth it, you're enough. I love you. Have a great day.